Breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. Uriwa alleges Nnamdi Kanu tortured, staffed in DSS cell, wants UN to visit him. Uriwa alleges Nnamdi Kanu tortured, staffed in DSS cell, wants UN to visit him. To my dear listeners, from wherever you're listening from, please stay tuned as I read today's news. Prominent civil rights advocacy group, Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria, Uriwa, is worried by the report and allegations made by the detained leader of the now proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, of undergoing torture in the detention facility run by the Department of State Services, DSS. Following this persistent and recurring complaint by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, of his maltreatment in the cells of the Department of State Services, which has been denied by the DSS. The United Nations, through our country representative, has been urged to pay a monitoring visitation to the detention facility of the DSS to ascertain the veracity or otherwise of this consistent complaint by the leader of IPOB. Uriwa said that even as Justice Bittēr of the Federal High Court in Abuja ordered the Department of State Services to allow the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to change his clothes. There are allegations that this not been observed and that he is also facing starvation. So says head of the legal team and human rights activist, Ifeanyi Ejiofor. The rights group quoted Mr. Ejiofor as saying this in a statement issued after the routine visits to the DSS headquarters in Abuja on Thursday evening. He said, in line with the court-ordered guideline, we conducted the routine visit to our indefatigable client, Onyedu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, at the DSS headquarters today, Thursday. Pertinent concerns on legal matters of engaging urgency were frankly discussed with Onyedu, and the outcomes were fruitful. Onyedu's continued use of same clothing is increasingly worrisome as the DSS personnel have blatantly denied him change of clothing in their usual flagrant disobedience of court orders. Ejiofor noted that at the last adjourned date, being April 8, 2022, the issue was raised and the judge ordered that Onyedu's clothes should be taken along by the DSS after the proceedings and should be promptly handed over to him upon their return to the DSS facility. But Ejiofor said, unfortunately, it is utterly disheartening to note that up until the time of our visit today, Onyedu has not been handed those clothes for a change. Despite a clear and unequivocal directive from his lordship to the DSS lawyer to ensure that the court order is obeyed, the DSS, in their usual style, roundly ignored and treated it with utmost disdain, as they are yet to comply with his recurrent court order requiring Oyedo's change of clothing. We were also reliably informed by Oyedo that his meals are no longer served regularly. Oyedo barely eats once a day, and this situation is not helping his deteriorating medical condition. Oriwa said it was disconcerting that the DSS, which is a creation of the law, can deliberately flout the binding orders of a court of competent jurisdiction, as alleged by the lawyers to the detainee. The group is urging the United Nations, the European Union, the British High Commission to visit and inspect the situation of the detainee leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Besides, Oriwa said, under international human rights laws, regarding the right to health and education of prisoners, the United Nations and implementing the Nelson Mandela rules are involved providing legal assistance and advice to state and prisoners alike, just as the body recorded it is significant. Given that the protocol mandate, United Nations expect to visit prisons to help improve conditions and prevent ill treatment. To my dear listeners, now I've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by at the comment section and let us know what your view is all about. Thank you for listening.